There are several key aspects you need to consider when deploying a service for OTT. First of all, of course, you need to take into consideration, okay, what's the platform you are wanting to deploy your service to? What are the technological circumstances? And you need to come up with a smart move in regards to being able to have a future-proof solution, because you don't want to change your application or the whole infrastructure and the backend system every year and for every system. So you should try to find a standardized way how to approach all the different platforms. Then besides the technological aspects, you should, of course, take a look at the content offering. I mean, at the end, it's all about the content. The customer does not care about the technology behind it. So you really should think about the business model also. Which kind of content and which kind of business model do you want to offer? Do you want to offer transactional video on demand, for example, or subscription video on demand, or EST? So what's your focus? And of course, that should fit into your whole strategy. I mean, Maxdome is a part of the ProSiebenSat.1 group, and we are one of the biggest European TV groups. So video on demand for us, of course, is kind of like a natural successor, and it's very important for us to have a great service in that area. For others, you know, from different industries, coming from different industries, like cable operators or pay TV operators or even IT and software companies, it may be a totally different approach, because it may fit totally in a different way into their whole strategy. So it largely depends on what your general strategy is. So there's a lot of different factors: technology, content, user perspective, business model, and at the end, of course, mostly the strategy you should consider when you want to deploy a service for OTT. I think that's also something which I can only answer from our individual perspective, because again, it depends largely on where you're standing right now, what your situation is. So we are mostly a local player. So speaking for Maxdome, we are currently only available in Germany. Of course, we are assessing opportunities in other countries as well, because we are more and more also competing with pan-European services. So for us, it's a necessity also to be able outside of Germany. And also, interestingly, we see a lot of demand from other countries coming to us and asking us whether or not we can offer our service in their countries. So in short term, I think it is likely that we will go to German-speaking countries, to other German-speaking countries. It has not been decided yet. Beyond that, we will see. We will need to see whether or not we can you know, create a situation in other countries as well as we have in Germany, where we have a strong position thanks to our mother company ProSiebenSat.1. One challenge I would rather talk about, because I can imagine all the other interview partners you will have will talk about technological standards, about content window restrictions, about user adoption and all that stuff, which is totally true. I would like to focus in my answer on piracy. I think that is absolutely one of the biggest challenges, one of the biggest risks we are facing today. In Germany, we see today that the illegal usage is growing very strongly. We have a lot of different platforms where you can watch content for free without any business model, well, except for the pirates. And you know, it's a big risk that people, especially young people, are getting used to obtain their content through those sources without having to pay anything for that. So we need to re-educate them later in order to get them to our service. And I think in order to overcome that challenge, we all need to work on it as an industry. The content providers need to ease up a little bit maybe on their content windows, but also we as a product, as a service provider, we need to improve our service, our offering. I think multi-screen is a big opportunity for us, because only we as a legal service can offer a truly ubiquitous service on every platform, be it iPad, be it hybrid TV sets or hybrid Blu-ray displayers. Now we can create really a compelling service on all those different platforms, making it really safe and really convenient for customers to access great content. And then I think once we've achieved that, then I think it will be much more easier to get customers on your platform and to use a legal alternative instead of going to illegal websites and getting the content from there.